As you saw earlier, this was completely gone in my car, and the screws and the mounts had completely fused into one single piece because of the rust. So it's been a couple of days and finally my new suspension components are here. So we have, I don't know, I still don't know how to pronounce this company's name. Meile, kaise karte rahe? Meile. And this is the front strut for my Laura 1.8 TSI, brand new. So it's not an upgrade over the OEM suspension, it's pretty much OEM quality. So it's not going to be any stiffer or anything like that. But at least my Laura will have a little bit more comfort in that sense. So brand new parts in that sense. And this is the okay, this is not open, 1 second. This is the mount for the shock absorber. As you saw earlier, this was completely gone in my car, and the screws and the mounts had completely fused into one single piece because of the rust. So this is going to be a brand new part, and this won't create any more problems. And we have one more component, which is this. So this is the bearing for the shock absorber, and this is also completely brand new. I haven't done bushings and any of that sort, link rods, balance rods, right? Balance rods, link rods, and anything like that right now with the Laura, because they're in relatively fine condition and I don't have that much money to spend, honestly. And I've also ordered, just for safety, the rear struts, the rear struts as well. So this is also going to be brand new. So even if some sort of problem arises at the back, I don't think it's going to be an issue because we have all new parts for it as well.
So that weird looking tool that you see is called a spring compressor, and it is a very important tool while fitting your springs and struts together. Like the name suggests, it holds your springs in a compressed position so you can dismantle or align the springs and shocks together. If you don't use it, the spring will launch the top mount and its nuts and screws off like a bullet, quite literally. That's how dangerous this job is. The one Autodisir has is an imported spring compressor. While most garages have some sort of basic version, this one is made specifically for German vehicles.
So as you can see, the boys over here have finished the front suspension fitting at least. So this is the new setup that I will be running. So Melee shock absorbers and the Cobra lowering springs. And first of all, I really love this color combo that has come out. So the red Cobra lowering springs with the dark blue Melee shock absorbers. First of all, this is going to improve my comfort quite a lot because these are brand new shock absorbers, like I said. And of course, the Cobra lowering springs are going to give it that stance that I really want. So these are 30 mm. These will provide a 30 mm drop for my car, and I think so the car is going to look really, really nice. A big shout out to Cobra lowering springs for providing us with these beautiful springs, and it is truly going to enhance the car. So if you're looking to get some lowering springs, really I would suggest check out Cobra lowering springs and Cobra Suspension India for that. And till then, I will just show you the difference between the ones that I had previously and these new ones. So this is the old one, stock springs and the stock shock absorber, and as you can see, it is first of all filthy dirty and it is completely gone. And I'll put in a clip on top which will show the difference between the top mount for the shock absorber The top mounts for my old shock absorbers are completely destroyed, and especially this one over here, this has taken quite a lot of beating. So this is completely not usable, and that's why we had to order this on a priority, and I'm really glad that they came on time, and this is going to make the car look even better.
The reason why I went for Cobra lowering springs is because Cobra is first off a very good setup to run with a stock shock absorber. The Melee being more or less a stock strut, the Cobra is an amazing spring to go with it. This setup will maintain the comfort of the ride while giving me the stance I want. The lowering springs are also quite affordable and competitively priced, but have been tested and proven just like its competition. So we highly recommend Cobra suspension for your lowering spring needs.
So finally the work has been done, and just look at the way it looks so nice. Finally that massive wheel gap is gone, and now it looks like a proper performance car with that nice stance, and now the wheels are actually looking really nice. Finally this thing is coming together very well. Like I said, a big thank you to Cobra Suspension and Cobra Suspension India for providing us with these beautiful lowering springs. I know the car is going to look amazing even more when the VRS spoiler comes in, and then the build will be kind of complete for me. After this we're just going to go for a quick run to do the wheel alignment for this car, because after suspension work you usually should do that just to be sure. And yeah, I am just absolutely stoked to see how this thing is going to look on the road.
Thank you so much for watching this video. This is unfortunately the second last episode in the series, and the next video is going to be an absolutely killer video. So stay tuned for that, coming very soon. And after that we have a very big announcement as well next week. So stay tuned for all of these exciting things coming up with the Drivers Hub. Subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram, and I'll see you in the next one.